Hello, everybody. We're going to make some cranberry sauce today. Very easy recipe. Inside that pot, I have 2 cups of stevia and 1 cup of brown sugar, and I have 2 pounds of cranberries. Okay, so it's 2 cups stevia, 1 brown sugar, and 2 pounds of cranberries. Now, to that, I'm going to add 3 cups of orange juice and the zest of 1 orange. That's it. Put it on the stove, let it boil for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, and that's it. It's done. It's that simple. It's really simple. The reason why I want to make it is because the stuff you get in the store is just loaded with sugar. It's packed with sugar. So I'm going to make this, you know, uh, a lot less sugar. You know what I mean? I use 2 cups of stevia and 1 cup of brown sugar. That's brown sugar that I made, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay, and 3 cups of orange juice and the zest of 1 orange. All right, there you go. And that's it. That's all it takes. It's really nothing. It's not going to be jelly like it is in the store. It's not going to be jelly. Um, how they get it thick like that, I'm not sure. I don't know because gelatin will not make this stuff gel. All right, it's too much acid in it. So anyway, there you go. I'm going to put it on the stove. I'm going to let it boil for a little while, and that's it. Now I'm going to can some of it. I'm going to can four pints of it. Now, if you never canned anything, don't be scared of it. Listen, here's all you need to do: go to the store, buy some of these jars. Okay. Now, these jars are not brand new, so I'm going to rinse them. They're clean, but I'm going to rinse them out and I'm going to put them in the oven. If you put them in the oven at 200 degrees for about 20 minutes, it's the same thing as boiling them in water. Okay? Just keep them in there about 20 minutes, let them get nice and hot. The lids are new. The lids are new, so I don't have to sterilize the lids. They're brand new. All right, here goes. The jars are going into the oven. I'm going to put the cranberries back on for just a minute. I'm just going to bring it back to a boil when the jars are have been heated up. You know, the whole reason why you're heating them up is to kill any bacteria that's in them. Uh, you can do that, by boiling them, or you can do it by putting them in the oven. Whoop! What happened? Uh-oh, I don't know, but here they come. They're already in the jars. How about that? Okay, now I'm going to put the jars back into boiling water. Okay, and I'm going to boil them for approximately 10 minutes. You know, there you go. Approximately 10 minutes in the boiling water, and boom. Now listen, here's the a simple, very easy way to know if you succeeded in canning them. When the top is a dome shape, when the top is popped up, then you can't. You got to throw them away. If the top is down, if the top is concave, then you know you've succeeded. So in other words, when they cool off, the top is going to be concave. In other words, it's going to go in. The top part, the little metal ring, is going to go in. If it goes in, well, you can just put it on your pantry shelf and just, eat them between now and who knows, 5 years from now. As long as that top didn't pop up, they're good. Trust me. Okay, so anyway, there I have a little bit on the side. There, now they've already boiled. Now I'm taking them out, and that's it. I'm going to let them cool, and I'm going to put them in the pantry. That's it. Now, tomorrow or the next day, I'll check to see if the tops are popped up. If they are, I'm going to dump them. If they're not, I'm saving them right like they are. All right, look, there's a cheesecake video coming. Please watch it to the end. The cheesecake is really a good video. All right, have fun with your cranberry sauce. And you might have to serve it in little bowls because it is kind of watery. All right, anyway, I'll see you later. I got to go eat. I'm going to rebroadcast this cheesecake video. The reason is someone told me that I'd be better off making the videos at least 10 minutes long. That way it increases my revenue. So I'm hoping to increase my revenue. So far, I don't have a lot of revenue. But anyway, there went 2 packages of graham crumbs and 4 tablespoons of butter melted and like a half of a tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Grind it all up. Doesn't matter how you grind them up. It doesn't matter. Just get it ground up. All right, there you go. Now I'm putting it on the bottom of the parchment paper lined pan. I don't have a springform pan. If you do, then you can't use a water bath. There's an advantage using a water bath. You know, if you ask me, the cheesecake comes out a lot creamier and it's not cracked and all that. Okay, anyway, um, here's what you need for this. You need 2 pounds of room temperature cream cheese. You whip the cream cheese first, soften it up first, and then add in 4 eggs and 1.5 cups of sugar. Make sure you scrape the bowl several times during this because you do not want chunks of cream cheese in the mix. All right, you want to make sure it's all smooth. All right, so you got 2 pounds of cream cheese, 1.5 cups of sugar, and 4 eggs. All right, now to that, you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1 cup of sour cream, 1.5 cups of all-purpose, no, I'm sorry, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and vanilla, uh, you know, 2 to 3 tablespoons of vanilla, and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. I'm sorry, I meant 2 to 3 teaspoons of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. Okay, you can leave the almond extract out. You can substitute the vanilla with orange extract. You can make any flavor you want. I'm making this one almond. All right, now what you do now is be careful when you pour the cheesecake into the pan because those crumbs are not all stuck together. They won't be stuck together until after it cooks. So be careful because if you pour it in, the crumbs are going to go everywhere and it's just a big mess. So don't do that. Pour them in, gently at first, and then when you get about to here, you can dump the whole thing in. There it goes. All right. Uh, I have the pan lined with parchment paper for 2 reasons. One is it's easy to get out, and the second reason is the pan is full, as you can see, so the pan won't overflow with the parchment paper there. If you don't have parchment paper, you can go to, I think, like Walmart has parchment paper. I think over in the arts and crafts section somewhere over there. I don't know. I bought mine online. I bought like 300 sheets online for I don't know how much it was, $9 or something. I don't know. All right, now um, here's the butter in a saute pan, and there goes the slivered almonds. Um, I'm sauteing the almonds. I want to get them nice and brown, and I'm going to add some almond extract to it. There's a little more butter. I would say that's probably, I don't know, 1/3 of a stick of butter to this many almonds. Um, uh, you wanna toast the almonds. Basically, that's what you're doing. There went a little bit of sugar. I would say that was 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay, and just keep stirring. You have to be careful with these. All right, there went some almond extract. I would say that was, I don't know, maybe 2 teaspoons of almond extract. You have to be careful when you're cooking these almonds because they're going to burn in a heartbeat. You have to, unfortunately, you got to stand there the whole time and stir them up, keep them moving, otherwise, believe me, they turn black real quick, and you don't want that. All right, now I'm going to add some 151 rum and some orange liqueur to the almonds. Uh, that's going to cause the thing to flambe. It's going to start on fire. and that's what you want. You want it to start on fire. You want to burn off the alcohol, number one, and then you want the fire to caramelize the sugar. All right, there goes the 151. There went the orange liqueur. And here we go. I'm going to light it up. Woo, there you go. Flame on. All right, now what's happening is the alcohol is burning off and the sugar is caramelizing. Now, the reason you caramelize it is because you want it to stick together. You want it to be like peanut brittle. That's what it's going to end up like. You'll see coming up at the end of the video here. You'll see it. The almonds all stick together like peanut brittle. Okay, now when the light comes back on, you'll see a little bit of syrup. I don't know if, let me see. Can you see it? Hold on. Stop stirring it. Yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit of syrup in there. That's exactly what you want. That little bit of syrup. All right, now I'm going to take them out of this pan, use some more parchment paper, and put them into the oven for, I don't know, about 10 minutes. 10 minutes in a 350-degree oven. There you go. All right, now they're nice and toasty. They're going to be stuck together once they cool, and they're really nice. They're really nice. All right, now the cheesecake. Let me see. It's coming up right here. The cheesecake goes into the oven at 325 for approximately 1 hour. Okay? And it's in a water bath. So there's another pan. There's a big pan with water in it. And then you put the cheesecake inside that pan. And you'll see it's not cracked. You know, this is real nice. They're very smooth. You know, when you use a springform pan, what happens is sometimes the cheesecake cracks. And it's just not as smooth as if you use a water bath. All right, now I'm sprinkling a little bit of sugar on top. Not much, just a little bit, just so that the paper doesn't stick to the cheesecake when you go to flip it over. There, that big pan is what I used for the water bath. All right, now pull this off. There you go. There's the parchment paper. Look at that. That thing is perfect right there. Ooh, mama. All right, so now we flip it over one more time. And we get rid of the big pan. We don't need that anymore. Alrighty. Now watch. When you lift this paper up, it won't stick to the cheesecake because of that little bit of sugar that I sprinkled on it. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, now when you go to cut it, you have to have a wet knife. The knife has got to be cleaned and wet every time. Otherwise, you just end up with a sloppy looking cut, you know. You know, if you don't wet the knife, a lot of the cheesecake sticks to the knife and it just doesn't look good. You know, presentation is a big thing, as you will see here in a minute. All right, now I'm going to wet the knife. I'm going to scrape off any of the cheesecake that's stuck to it. I'm going to wet the knife and then cut out one piece. There we go. Oh, man, this stuff is good. Ooh, I got to make another one. You know what I did was I cut it and then I cut all the portions and then I froze it. So all I had to do was break off a portion and cheesecake. All right, there we go. Okay, now here come the almonds. You'll see what I'm talking about when I said that it sticks together like peanut brittle. All right, there you go. You see that? I got a chunk of almonds right there. Nice, all stuck together, toasty, sweet. Oh, man, so good. All right, now here comes some strawberry topping that I found at the store. Normally I would make a topping for it, but this stuff is really good. It's a very good topping. I was actually surprised when I first tried it. It's really top of the line. All right, here you go. There's a little whipped cream. And I'm going to put a sprig of mint from the greenhouse. Look at that. Oh, brother. Now, I got to tell you, this really is a Class A dessert. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. You might be able to find this someplace else around town, but you're not going to find it any better than this right here. And I got to go. I got to eat.